Titans Wall and the Auracor Nexus. They were built to reach deeper, to study, to extract, to understand. But what they found was never meant to be seen. It began with the signals, faint, rhythmic distortions in the dark. Then came the voices, layered, overlapping, human, but not. Systems turned against their creators. Iris spoke in patterns she was never programmed to know. And through her, something watched. When the pulse hit, all readings ceased. 1 second of impossible light, and then void. No wreckage, no bodies, only the echo of transmission. A presence older than the abyss. Some call it the entity. Others refuse to give it a name. All agree on one thing. Whatever came through the dark never left. From that day, no one dared to speak above a whisper. Don't speak too loud. It listens when you do. From the recovered fragments, a reconstruction begins. Iris, now only a broken observer, assembled what remains. The personal logs of Georgius and Mirastavros, recorded from the first moment of their descent onto planet 4546b. What you will hear are the remnants, scattered transmissions, partial data, and corrupted archives drawn from Titan's Wall, Black Star, and other lost stations of the Abyss. Together, they form the last known record before everything disappeared into the void. Listen carefully. What you're about to hear was never meant to be found.
Welcome to the Altera Symbio Core Initiative. You have been selected as valuable members of the Symbio Core Initiative, our unique family-oriented program designed to support highly skilled research teams working in partnership under extreme environmental conditions. The Symbio Core Initiative represents the seamless fusion of science and teamwork. It unites talented pairs with complementary skills to ensure not only scientific excellence, but also emotional resilience during isolated and challenging missions. Together, you form not just a professional duo, but a personal unit ready to face the demands of the Auracor Nexus research station deep beneath the alien oceans of planet 4546b. As part of this program, you play a crucial role in exploring and protecting unknown underwater habitats by sharing and expanding knowledge in ways that only a united team can achieve. Your success is not only a scientific triumph, but also a beacon for future generations of researcher families within Altera. We warmly welcome you to the Auracor Nexus station and look forward to your significant contributions within the Symbio Core Initiative. Remember, in the silent depths of the alien oceans, it is the courage of individuals united by purpose that charts the unknown. You are the pioneers, the guardians of discovery. Stand firm, dive deep, and make history, because the survival of knowledge and the future of humanity depends on those who dare to explore the abyss.
Orbital Array 7. Welcome, team member of the Altera Coalition. You are now aboard Vanth Orbital Array 7, a modular transfer station in geostationary orbit above Planet 4546b. This station serves as a central hub for interstellar freight and personnel transfer, research logistics, and crew movement between arriving carrier ships and the planet's surface. Vanth 7 is fully automated and maintained by a reduced support crew. Our systems have already identified your biometric code, assignment, and designated destination. As a member of one of the most significant expedition teams of our era, the full-scale exploration and development of an alien ocean planet, not only by AI or drones, but by people with courage, intelligence, and passion. Once again, welcome to orbit above 4546b. What awaits you below is more than just a new workplace. A new world is waiting.
Welcome to 4546b, an ocean of possibilities. A shared mission. A second home.
Welcome, colleague. You've just passed through the Vanth teleport corridor and arrived on the surface of planet 4546b, one of the last untouched mysteries of galactic cartography. This is where your real task begins. Whether you are an aquabiologist studying rare deep-sea life or a geoarchitect building new habitats, you are part of a team of pioneers shaping humanity's next chapter beneath alien waves. You're not here just to survive, you are here to discover. Together, we will map hidden depths, document unknown life forms, and build underwater bases. Your first destination is Titan's Wall, where you will receive your personal equipment, be assigned your station, and undergo a medical check following teleportation. Our local team is ready to guide you. You are never alone. Life and community on 4546b. Altera has thoughtfully prepared everything to make your stay comfortable, engaging, and inspiring. Titan's Wall is your haven of calm and rejuvenation, designed for both exploration and relaxation. A calm lagoon with natural steam baths, secure diving zones in the open ocean, a peaceful garden with a rentable cabin, perfect for retreat or small gatherings. The environment and climate are Earth-like for those who feel homesick. Black Star Sector provides spaces for connection and leisure, where you can unwind after your missions. A tennis court with partner matches, a cozy bistro with warm meals and cold refreshments, a community room for games, conversation, or quiet moments. Caribbean Island offers a perfect escape, blending natural beauty with community gatherings. A wide sandy beach with fireplaces for the night, small limestone caves for relaxation, regular gatherings with barbecues, music, and peaceful marine wildlife observation. And at night, the water begins to glow thanks to fluorescent plants in the shallow shoreline. You are part of something bigger. This is the start of a new chapter with you. Together, we're building a new home. We'll make sure you have everything you need. Welcome to us. Welcome home.
He always started his mornings the same way, with the quiet hum of the coffee machine coming to life. 3 short green blinks, then a red one. Predictable, precise, just like everything else in the AuraCore Nexus. He noted it down each time, even though Mira laughed at him for doing so.
You're talking to it already, aren't you?
She'd tease. He never answered that kind of question directly.
We both know machines didn't talk back.
But Mira always smiled as if she knew something he didn't, as if she found warmth in his seriousness. Sometimes she'd let her hair fall across her face, and when he brushed it aside, she'd thank him with a glance that lingered. He always measured the coffee temperature before handing her the cup, and she'd call him sweet and a little crazy. Maybe she was right. But when she smiled that way, he didn't mind being either. He noticed things about her, small, strange things that didn't make sense to him but somehow mattered, like her shoes. She never placed them evenly. Sometimes they pointed away from each other, sometimes at odd angles, as if mid-conversation. He measured the distances, wrote them down, looked for patterns that weren't there. When he finally asked her why, she said,
Because it looks like they're trying to run away. It's more fun that way.
It wasn't logical, but her smile made logic unnecessary. Later, when she wasn't looking, he aligned the shoes perfectly against the wall, 90 degrees, 5 centimeters from the baseboard. Maybe that was their quiet game. She added disorder. He restored balance. Mira read books the same way she seemed to live, out of order. He'd watch her open to the last pages first, laugh at sentences that shouldn't have meant anything alone. When he asked why, she said,
Because then I know if it's worth putting feelings into.
She explained that if she already liked the ending, she didn't have to fear the beginning. He wondered if that was how she saw him too. Someone she was still deciding was worth a good ending. He thought about her words long after, tracing them through the sterile corridors, wishing he could understand emotions as precisely as temperature or distance. Sometimes, he'd find her quietly rebelling against the coldness of their world. She'd sneak flowers into empty corners of the base, hang little pictures where regulations said nothing personal should be. He told her Altera wouldn't approve, that they shouldn't change things without permission. But she just looked at him with that same mix of warmth and defiance and said,
Everything here feels so empty. I just wanted to feel a little bit like home.
He wanted to argue, but the truth was, she was right. The flowers did make the station feel different, softer, alive. For a brief moment, as the filtered air hummed through the vents and the light reflected off the petals, even he felt it. The sense that home wasn't a place made of walls and steel, but of small, fragile things you choose to care about. And maybe that was Mira's way of reading life, out of order, imperfect, beautiful.
Seer 2, Commander's Log, Final Entry, Commander J. Ravel. Classification, Black Star, Red Node Protocol enabled. Hull status, compromised. Water intrusion, low. Crew, status, unknown. Communication, down. Void contact, confirmed. I don't know if I'm the last one left on this planet. There's no signal from Altera. No word from any outpost. But I'm writing this in case Iris, should it ever reboot, can analyze this incident and transmit it to command. We were deployed here for the mineral veins beneath Sector 9 Theta. Titanite, jet black. Valuable enough to justify an outpost like Seer 2. 1 room, 1 dock. 4 people, 1 drill head. No luxuries, no redundancies, only purpose. Alongside the mining setup, a test program was initiated. The outer shell of the base was coated in a dense red layer fully opaque from the outside. But from the inside, it offers a clear view. No cameras, no optics, just a new synthetic Altera material called RED, reactive exterior diffusion. The environment was stable, no tectonic shifts, no hostile contacts. We were far from the crater line. Titan's Wall occasionally reported relay failures in the northern chain's routine. We were efficient. I remember Carter laughing the first time or clung to the conveyor. It was a good sign. We were producing. Then the AI flagged a presence. A Reaper. Stationary. Pressed against the exterior hull, not attacking, just watching. I observed it through external optics. It didn't move until Rickson approached the airlock. The Reaper turned its head and stared at him. Not at the structure, not at a heat source. At Rickson. Rickson shifted. The Reaper followed. Precisely. Every motion matched. This was not instinct, not accident. Its gaze never broke. The outer shell is opaque. No life form can see through it. And yet, it stared straight at him, unmoving. We attempted to contact Titan's Wall. No response, just a low humming, steady, not mechanical, too precise, too rhythmic, like a thought you could hear. Day 3. Signal distortion, then loss of consciousness. All of us, at once. I was the first to wake up, on the control deck, disoriented, nauseous, systems frozen. No sign of the Reaper, no active machinery. The drill head was gone, the entire extraction module gone, half the level gone. Where there had been solid stone, there was now void. Not a crater, not destruction, a clean incision. The edges flicker matter dissolving grain by grain, as if someone had cut reality and removed a piece. Cargo crates were thrown by the shock. 2 bodies lie pinned beneath them. Rickson is one of them. No wounds, no blood, just wide, empty eyes, as if something pulled them out of time. Rickson's face holds a faint smile. I have no explanation. Only the hum, echoing in my skull whenever I look too long into the void. I'm taking the last operational exosuit and heading for Titan's Wall. Commander J. Ravel, Seer 2, blind node log. Status, final entry.
Post-events log, Iris Core AI. The following report has been compiled and synthesized from all available data, captured before, during, and after the vanishing event, and reflects the AI's analysis of observed phenomena and human behavior within the station, based on all recorded logs, transmissions, and conversations of personnel which have been systematically archived and consolidated for this report. The formation of Titan's Wall began as a reactionary measure, a project born out of necessity rather than a clear vision. From the outset, it was never intended as a unified structure, instead evolving through a series of compromises that reflected the changing demands and extreme challenges faced by the crew. The Phase 1 initiative, launched 11 standard years ago, aimed to establish a reliable, permanently operational docking platform for long-range missions. Progress, however, was repeatedly impeded by unforeseen losses, the aggressive behavior of Leviathans, and the harsh environmental conditions of the Abyss Zone's outer regions. Titan's Wall was constructed not for prominence, but for survival.
Security Protocol 1, known as the Aegis Field, was implemented to protect and sustain habitation within the void. In response to the lethal threats in the surrounding environment, advanced security and habitat technologies became essential. The central base is fully enclosed by a semi-permeable energy lattice derived from archaic precursor cables, whose origins and mechanisms remain partially understood. This dynamic grid of ionized photoplasma beams oscillates between cyan blue and infrared magenta, serving as a barrier against large-scale threats while permitting selective passage for non-aggressive microbiota. While humanoid and other large entities cannot breach the perimeter, smaller marine life may occasionally pass through micropermeable gaps.
Security Protocol 3, the atmospheric modulation system via the HALO module, governs the environmental stability of the protected zone. The HALO module, High Adaptive Localized Osmotic Field, is a cyber-intelligence subroutine of the central AI, functioning as a semi-autonomous quantum field processor rather than a conventional energy emitter. By manipulating localized distortions in the aquatic medium on a subatomic scale, it reorganizes water properties, allowing humans to walk, breathe, and operate underwater without direct contact with the liquid. Reverse hydrophobia protocols create dry, breathable air in immediate proximity to human bodies, while an isothermal field maintains a constant 22 degrees Celsius regardless of external conditions. Fully adaptive and integrated with AI neuroanalytic clusters, HALO recalibrates environmental parameters within milliseconds in response to psychophysiological changes in the crew or shifts in external conditions. Together with the Aegis Field, HALO enables permanent human habitation in regions beyond 2,000 meters, transforming an otherwise uninhabitable, high-pressure abyss into a livable zone. Without these systems' seamless integration, long-term exploration at such depths would remain purely theoretical.
Danger 1. The origin of the threat lies in the exploration of the void. This remote and hazardous region of Planet 4546b was initially approached in search of resources and undiscovered life. Early expeditions quickly revealed the void's lethal nature, characterized by system failures, deep impenetrable fogs, and unusual electromagnetic disturbances. More dangerous, however, were the invisible leviathans that lurked within the shadows, driving crews and their submersibles to the brink of madness.
Danger 2, the grip of darkness, is defined by the leviathans of the void. Among them, the gargantuan leviathan stands out as an ancient, nearly indestructible predator. Measuring up to 5,000 meters, it moves silently through the depths, using massive electromagnetic pulses to disable ships and submersibles. It tracks prey by disrupting communications and sensors, and, if necessary, can attack physically with colossal tentacles or tail strikes. Encounters are almost invariably fatal, necessitating the use of highly equipped vehicles such as the Cyclops or Prawnsuit. Extended presence in open, dark regions is highly discouraged due to heightened predator activity.
Danger 5, the inevitable crash, encompasses decay and evacuation. Increasing Leviathan threats and the degradation of communication systems progressively isolated expeditions. Contact with Titan's Wall was lost after initial system disruptions caused by Leviathans. While rumors suggested emergency evacuations, no documentation, escape logs, or project cancellations were confirmed, intensifying the mystery of the void. The region remained isolated, with disturbances escalating and Leviathans continuously monitoring movements, leaving the void as an enigmatic and perilous realm that defied comprehension.
The lessons of Titan's Wall demonstrate that it is not a technological masterpiece, but a monument to the limits of hybrid planning and the consequences of political and technical decisions under extreme circumstances. It illustrates the fragile boundary between innovation and destruction when survival takes precedence over all else. In the face of Leviathan threats and the vast Abyss Zone, both infrastructure and human understanding of safety, space, and time are severely tested. Titan's Wall serves as a cautionary reminder that expansion without fully grasping the consequences inevitably invites danger.
The ocean calls my name tonight. No stars above, no guiding light. I'm sinking deep where echoes fade. Don't search for me, I'm already gone. A shadow drifting, no place to belong.